good afternoon, everybody. I hope everybody's having a good Friday, a good start to their weekend. If you're done with work already, or hopefully your workday is going well enough that the weekend will start off fine. Was going to stream last night and never got around to it because I was dealing with a crazy doctor. For those of you that know, I kind of run an IT division for a bunch of eye care centers and for an insurance company. And well, we have some crazy people out there, doctors that, we're doing equipment replacement for them. We're doing all this nice, wonderful stuff. But they want to complain because my on-site techs and I do not know their usernames and passwords to devices that they owned a long time before we ever showed up in the picture. So I've been dealing with that all night last night, and I've been dealing with it up until, about 2:30 today. I was originally going to start streaming about a half hour ago, but I've been dealing with this doctor who just can't understand why our IT department does not have his usernames and passwords stored somewhere. Beyond HIPAA and PCI and security violations, I can't imagine why we wouldn't have them either. So anyway, that's been it. I have put my computer over there. It still may ding, but I'm on Do Not Disturb. I'm done for the day. That's kind of completely just put me in a mood, and just not going to deal with it. So anyway, it's time to get frustrated in Battlegrounds. Get frustrated in the game instead of at my job. And I'm going to lower myself here just a touch. There we go. Can I get underneath? Yeah, I can get right underneath my desk now. So, all right. That said, howdy Kurd, if you're still here. I know you were in earlier. If you're still here, hi. G, the other black man, salute. Welcome. Yeah, in-game, I don't typically accept in-game friend requests unless I'm going to be doing friendlies. That's the only time. And I prune that friends list quite regular to just a few folks. Nothing personal. It is just how I need to maintain it. I don't like the in-game's friends list. You can add me in line. You can add me in Discord. Much easier to communicate there than it is in-game. Just nothing big. Just, if you want to send messages, I hate the in-game chat. You've got, 100 characters at most that you can type in there. Send it to me on Discord or line. Same name you see everywhere. So just much easier there. That said, I just logged in for the first time today. I shouldn't be intrigued by this bundle. I really shouldn't. But for some reason I am. I'm going to close it off before I think about it much more. Hey, Jason, what's going on? So we've got a decision to make. Do we rank 3 somebody today? Because I do have 6 tier 4 alpha. So I guess realistically I could do 2, but I always keep 1 in the back pocket, so to speak. Always keep 1 rank up available in case of emergency, basically. In case, something drops like the ordeal or something like that, and I need to rank 3 somebody because it needs to be done. I need that champion to complete the content or something like that. So I'm not sure. We'll go look at who it could be. Let's start at the 7-star rank 2, and I'm going to go big screen so you can see these easier. Okay, these are my 7-star rank 2s. I don't think it's going to be any of these, although there are a couple in here I really eventually want to get to rank 3 and beyond. Sunspot, Wiccan, Shang-Chi, Man-Thing, Bishop, Sauron, Nova, Penny, Maestro, Void, eventually Bullseye, Killmonger, Rintrah. But before all those, used 5 revives on the ordeal. I had like 20 never flew kind of set. First R4, there you go. Congrats, man. I used, I think, 7 or 8 revives. It went much better than I originally hoped it would. So, speaking of the ordeal, The champion I'm thinking of, if you saw the opening at the end, I have a guy way, 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 way down here in the list that looks different than others. Very, very nice choice there. Of course, that photon would be banned every time we meet. So, just telling you now. So, there's this guy. And then to make it even better, I've got this guy. And I've got that guy. So, basically, Zola and Bastion. I will get Bastion one way or another. I haven't, I guess before I say that, I should really go on the CCP and try them once they give them to me, which should be here shortly so that we can try them out and get videos and all that. Because if I'm not mistaken, he comes out in the early release. Is it this Thursday? Like in a few days? Yeah. He comes out, no, it comes out Tuesday, I think. The first one's a Thursday, the second one's a Tuesday. So yeah, he comes out in like 4 days. Yeah, Bastion's going to be a beast. So I've got an awakening gem for him. I only need to pull him once. They have hinted that there'll be a way to get him outside the early release bundles. We'll see, and we'll see how much that costs. I'm not going to go crazy. But, so I do have 2 gems. The question is, how many sig stones do these guys need? Because I don't have that many. I've got 6 tech gems. 6 sig levels I can get them through tech gems. But I have been saving on to generics, and I've got 88. So I don't know what to do there. I've kind of paralyzed myself. I'm just so afraid of doing anything with either one of them until I get both that. It just, that's kind of where I'm at. That's why I said, I don't know why, but, where is it? Let's go back here. But, that deal intrigues me. And of course, the graphic is wrong in there. Nice bright white thing there instead of the graphic. Yeah, Sarute, I'm pretty much done with this featured. I got the 2 I wanted. So yeah, this deal intrigues me. I would still have 25,000 units. Yeah, I saw it. To me, and this is nothing against them, I am so glad that they finally addressed it. They could have done that a month ago. They could have done that on the live stream. It took another, 2 weeks of everybody bitching and moaning and getting pissed off to finally address it. Better late than never, I guess, but. All right. So, all that. Going to put a poll out there. Oops, that's not a poll. That is a regular post. That is a super chat. Sooner or later, I'll hit the right button over here. There we go. There we go. This is, let me close this so I can read those chats now. There we go. This is why the community rages. The lack of communications. Oh, yeah. It's been an issue since day one. I can remember back at 12.0. I played around long enough. And what are we at now? 50.0 is the next version number. So 12.0, a little bit ago, quite a long time ago, there was no communication there. And it's been a complaint all along. Game companies aren't the greatest at communicating, but you can say things without saying things, if that makes any sense. That post that Dave put out there, I thought it was Mike or whoever, Dave or Mike or whoever it was, put out there. Let me see. Let me give credit to where credit's due. Yeah, that was Mike. Nope, I'm looking at the embargo dates. The embargo dates announcement was Mike. Yeah, the Battlegrounds update was by Mike. Kabam Osaurus Rex, Mr. Mike. At least if you're talking about the one in Discord, I haven't seen anything else. I didn't look at the forum post. There's a forum post. We can go read it. Is it any different than the Discord post? Aha. Battlegrounds update. Yeah, they just copy and pasted the same thing. So one came from Dork, one came from Mike. So that type of communication is basically communication without saying anything. It is plain and simple customer service. It is, hey, we acknowledge your issue. And that's all people in a lot of cases want, is an acknowledgement. Hey, we understand you're upset. That needs to be said. That is just plain, simple, good customer service. Hey, I understand you're upset. And I had to do it all day long today. Hey, I understand you're upset. We're working on things, but there's nothing concrete that we can provide you right now. As soon as we have an update, and I wouldn't even put it that way. I would say there's nothing we can provide you right now. On the next live stream, we will update you further. Next live stream rolls around, I would say, if they have information, give it to us. If they don't, say, hey, look, I know I said we'd update you on the live stream. We still don't have anything concrete. Maybe we're looking at the next live stream or something like that. Provide information, provide frequent updates. It just makes common sense. Is Rintra worth the rank up? Rintra is worth the rank up for almost anything. I'm a Rintra fan. I haven't taken mine up yet. Not because I don't want to, because I just don't have the resources for it. And right now, other champions are filling his role. So, yeah, to me, I don't know. It's a nice post. It's nice to finally get acknowledgement of it. Exactly. It is their game. They can run it how they want to. Communication just works very, very well. For example, you order something from Walmart or Amazon, you think it's in stock, you find out, you place the order, you're expecting it in a day or two. For some reason, it's out of stock, and they just didn't tell you. A week goes by and it's still not there. You haven't had any communication from them. You're going to be upset. So, yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying, Jason. It is the fine art of saying something without saying anything. And it's not really an art form. It's very simple. It's very basic of saying, hey, look, we hear, we understand, we're working on it. We'll get you information in the coming weeks. To me personally, I wouldn't let it go more than 2 weeks. I would not let it go longer than the next live stream without saying, hey, one way or another, hey, we're still working on it, or hey, we've got the information. I would not let it go anywhere beyond that. Hey, Nathan, what's going on? So yeah, that's just it. I mean, that to me would be plain and simple how I would do it. What people want is clear, concise. Yeah. I'm going to pick on them again. You said one of the key words, clear, concise. The intercept issue post, while complicated, was not clear or concise. That was the case of trying to give too much information and be too transparent So you've got a fine line in between there. That intercept issue could have simply been boiled down to, hey, there's an issue with medium intercepts that sometimes, because of the 60 frames per second and graphical issues, when you should have intercepted, it ends up being a miss and the defender hits you instead. Take all this down to that. I guess that's a pet peeve of mine, because that's a lot of my job. I sit in between executives and end users. So there is a lot of whole bunch of information coming one way or the other that I've got to translate, boil down, either into techies, out of techies, from customers to executives, executives to customers, and kind of tune the messaging to whoever is supposed to hear it. So it's just something I've become very well adapted to doing. If they wanted to pay me enough, I would do it. It is part of my job. I manage projects. I am brought on to companies to manage high dollar projects. My last project and the one I'm currently on, the IT budget alone, somewhere in about the $5 million range. So when I say that, it's not to brag or anything like that. It's just the executives that are approving these projects want information. They want it consistent. They want it always, but they don't want anything they don't want to know. So my bullet points to them are simple. Hey, we're green. Here we are. This is it. Here's our budget. Look. 4 or 5 sentences at most. When I sit on status calls, every executive loves me because I'm going to take less than 2 minutes and they're going to know everything they need to know about my project. I could sit there and I could talk for 30 minutes like everybody else in the room does on theirs, but that's not what they need to know. I let them know what they need to know. So it's just kind of the same thing. It's an art form in a way that you kind of learn as you grow and as you do it. My career has always been either, upper management and having to communicate both ways. So anyway, well, looking at the poll, granted, there's not a lot of you in here yet. 9 votes, and the majority of you saying are yes to R3. Majority are saying to awaken. So let's take them up. Let's start taking them up. Look at that. There's 4 Zolas on the page. I have not done a thing with Zola yet. I think I'm going to use that Cosmic. I'm just tired of seeing it there in overflow. I could sell it. Let me just do that. Okay. Tech Catalysts. Well, if I'm going to take them to R3, I need to use the 1 to 2 gem, which I'm going to point back to really intrigues me about the deal. Because when you start thinking about it, for 10,000 units, you're looking at 4 class catalysts, 7 basic tier 6, 7 basic tier 3, and 4 tier 5. There's quite a few catalysts in there. Did I use all of that now? Can I move on to other things? Thank you. I can move on to other things for a day or two. All right. So there he is. He's ranked 2 currently. We do have the mats to take him up all across the board with no issues now. What do I have expiring? I really wish I had a use for these now. I sell them almost every single time. It's nice that it gives me some of the tier above stuff, and I got 2 energy refills. The only thing I did do with this guy at rank 1 is come in here and start trying to play around with him. Trying to decide if I want his awakened ability or not. I know if I'm going to use him on attack, he kind of needs it, but I don't know what sig he needs to be at. That is the bigger question. I think he likes the SIGs. Let's get you back in. Oops, you know what I forgot to do? And that's the other thing with this guy that I tend to forget. Is the pre-fight. So at SIG 1, he does get his, where he can sleep the opponent and you get the unblockable for 3 seconds. I think that's good. Where he likes him is the burst of damage that he gets. You know, the unblockable will last longer the higher the SIG, which is nice as well. What I wish it did was extend the length of this stupid power lock. When I was running him unranked up, and it probably will be the same issue here, it just doesn't feel like it lasts quite long enough on a passive AI. On a regular AI, no problem at all. All right, now we heavy here in the corner. And now we drop this. And see, that's where the oops. And there's that stupid light that always gets me. That's where the burst damage would come in. That reach on his heavy is pretty nice though. Yeah, the spacing of that can be a little tricky. He's got a long heavy reach though. A very, very long heavy reach. So that's basically Zola. Now you awaken him and it becomes a little bit easier. Because then you're unblockable for a few seconds. Let's see. I'm trying to think if there's anything else going on. We are done with, let's look here, the rogue rework. We are done with the ordeal. We did run that yesterday. That went much better, much easier than I thought. At some point, I'm probably going to come in here because this is driving me crazy that it doesn't say 100%, and finish off these little paths here. Just because I'm tired of seeing them. There's 1, 2, 3 little sections there, and that little section coming up here that need to be finished so that it'll say 100%. I think you can do. Can you do that? Yeah. So yeah, I've got to finish this 100% at some point in time because it just drives me crazy. Now I know I can do it pretty much itemless. I may just do it in one of these streams. So that will show, 100%, kind of like all these. I still have the normal to do there, so that that'll say 100%. I've got the normal to do in the Crucible, so that'll say 100%. I want all these to just show 100% explored across the board. But outside of that, the next question comes, okay, and there I am at 195 points. Not terrible. Did play some off stream, just a couple matches here and there. Who do I take out? Hey, Mr. Mike Hill. Who do I take out for Zola? I'm thinking either Enchantress or Photon because I ban them most of the time anyway. Oh, I haven't even started the event quest. I'll do that 2 days before it's ready to expire. Basically, I'll do that in 4 days, 22 hours, and 52 minutes. Take out a Tuma. That's a possibility. He's not been doing great. And I think yeah, so I may leave Photon in there. She's not bad. All right, we're up to 16 votes and yes to R3. Let's go ahead. Here's what we're going to do for right now. That's what we're going to do right now. We've still got one in the bank. And there we go. There we go. Now rank 3. We're going to leave him unawakened right now. For right now. He will probably, I know me, he's probably going to get awakened. I think what we're going to do here, who am I not using? I put him in for bullseyes and stuff like that, but I'm not really using him. So if we go there, I don't have the greatest champions in here for a bullseye, but once again, I ban him a lot. So we're going to try that. We'll see how this goes. When was my last match I played? 2 days ago. Yeah, he's supposed to be, he's tricky on D. It depends. There are a few champions. If you have Chavez, if you have Jack, if you have anybody, Photon would be good against him. Anybody who can parry the non-contact or has a heavy as part of their loop, Chavez, Silk type, pretty easy to handle. You just have to knock him down with heavies. That's the main thing. So there he is. He is now rank 3. Let's see if we get to use him. I've got a Koya in there too, who I've used in a couple matches and hasn't really worked out very well because I've not used her in the right matches. Thanos, yep, he'd be another one. He's got the 4-hit knockdown. So will he be good? Yeah, well, he's going to be a decent two-way draft champion. He's not going to be the greatest defender. You're going to be able to trap people with him. He's not going to be the greatest attacker, but he's going to fill in kind of in some spots where he's needed. My bigger thinking is he is going to be a ban sponge, i.e., people are going to ban him because they're not going to have counters for him. Kind of like what I'm doing here now. I am picking bans that I don't have and I don't want to fight because he's got to ban some of mine. And see, he left all my Cosmic Champions open now. He did ban them, and he left me a Koya. I can't go with that Korg because of that little NTW that he has over there. So we will go to attackers. And of course, he gets his Medusa. Go figure. I would need my cow if he gets that Medusa. Could do Kushala. Okay. A little bit of an issue here now. We're going to go here. Going to need a mystic. And let me check these dings. That was kind of actually important. Okay, well, we didn't get anything we needed. This is a loss. I'm not even going to bother with a reroll because there's very little I can do here. The 3 defenders he's got all require somebody mystic, and I got none. So we're going to try some things. Let's try here first. I don't want to face that Hulk. Now he's going Juggy there. Okay. Well, let's go Okoye here. Should not be great for this matchup. Thanos. I could have done that. Kind of pushed him red there by mistake. Oh well. Yeah, I didn't think she was going to work that great because of his shock immunity, but... and all the glancing that the big dummy does. And that's always, see, that's why I hate Enchantress. My Enchantress dies in 30 seconds. Every time. You know what? We're just going to do that. I don't want to even fight it out. I have no shot at... He puts Medusa down, I can do 10% of her health. Such a terrible group of champions there. Just nothing I could do. Nothing I could counter anybody. Probably should have gone Thanos against Maestro, but still, even if I won that round, which I don't think he was going to do it in 30 seconds, nothing I could do. Okay, I guess I'm not getting that match. And I just didn't feel like taking the time to play that second round out. There's just, at some points in time, there are just no options, and there's no point in prolonging the agony. Now we just need to win. You know, it's always good to start the stream off with a loss, because then it can go nowhere but up, right? I mean, if you lose every one of them, okay, but eventually you'll win one. That's a rank 4. That may come out. We may switch that. We'll take him out. I think we'll take him out. I mean, it would be good. It's not necessarily pointless. It would be good to kind of carry on to get the couple extra points, for the solo and alliance events, but okay. They are different, Douglas. It does take a little bit of time to play with and getting used to. Okay, so 2 matches, 2 Zola bans, by the way. I do not like either draft. So far, the first draft was bad. This draft is no better. It's like I took out all my good champions and put in a bunch of crap. Okay, that made it a little bit better. You know what? I'm going to go Shocker instead of Jack. Yeah. I think he'll be quicker on a rank 4. I could be wrong. It's going to take 2 special 2s or 2 special 1s and a special 2. I've got a thought. And it's good. We'll see if it'll play out. We will see if it'll play out. This could be so bad. This could be so bad. I miscalculated. Yeah, if I didn't miscalculate the number of hits, for some reason one of them got 2. One of them got 2 on me. Because it went from 21 to 23 or 24 and then 25 on the combo. So, wouldn't have taken those couple hits. She is excellent for Weapon X. If you don't get hit in the face when he gets his 25 charges. And you run the right masteries. I'm hoping it pays off still. I don't know why. She's a new rank 3. It's a lot of it is I want to play with my new shiny. Hey, it worked out. If he puts Onslaught down, 1 SP1 and 1 SP2, trust the Shocker Master. You got it. I will trust you. The trust will be there until the trust is no longer. Now he's thinking, oh man, I want that Rintra back. This will be a little bit of a slower fight, I think. Especially if he doesn't throw. I may not get him down. He delayed that special so long. Thank you, finally. I'm going to do this. Wanted a bunch of... got a crit. Still didn't do that much. Just not enough buffs in this fight. Oh, and then getting hit does not help things out. And then missing. And then getting hit by a special. Yeah, I didn't have a shot there. He didn't get Thanos down. I guess I had a shot, but it wasn't a very good one. Okay. Now we've got kind of an advantage, I think. I end with a medium. Do I need one or two special ones here, Mike? I'm saying two. Two. I'm not going to counter that one. I will counter this next one. Well, what am I doing? Was hoping he would take some damage somewhere. Oh well. 0-2 to start us off. Hard to beat that rank 4. 2 not great drafts. If I would have had anybody for that Rintra, we would have been okay. Okay, those hurt. Not what I wanted to hit. I know the problem. I'm too cold. It was supposed to get warm today. I only got up to 59 so far. We're warmed up. We've got to warm up. That's my typical streaming, though. Streaky. I'm trying to hit accept. Go away. Yeah, I'll take it. It was a nice, clean fight. I'm not going to complain. I won't complain. If I fight well and lose, GG's to the other guy. There's another rank 4. You know what? I think we're going to take both those rank 4s out. Why not? Get rid of them. Now the question comes. I take those 2 out. I'm going to probably take that bullseye out of there. Yeah, why not? We'll leave that Aegon in there. I think I can work around him. Why not? Of course, he gets Nova. Nova will be interesting to deal with. I've got a thought for Nova. It probably won't work. I'm going to say that now. We'll try something with them. Why do I have to get all the good champions in one draft now? Push, Red Skull to SP2 and dash in, save something. That's true, I guess it would. Because you get the Unstoppable. Or you get the, whatever it is. Okay. Well, we're going to go here. He's made me change my mind on what I wanted to do. Let's see if we can screw it up. For whatever reason, this fight bothers me. I don't know why Hulk, of all champs, dude. Golly. Oh, see, that's why. Right there. That was a good, clean dex. That's what happens with me on Hulk way too often. I miss that dex on the SP1 and dead. Still worked. Shouldn't have.
honestly kind of exciting. Why, I've never felt so alive.
Oh, come on. I tried to go ultra aggressive there. That didn't work out. I was hoping there'd be enough damage in there with that just being an ascended 5-star that the special 2 and then a special 1 would do it. And yeah, I know everybody's got that counter with Thanos, but you can still trap them every once in a while. I will awaken mine and use them as a 2-way. And a lot of people still haven't quite figured out how to play them yet. Well, we'll see if Domino wanted to be a pain in the butt. I'm kind of hoping it was. Or she was. Okay, now the fun comes. I've got to lower my chair by like maybe 1/8 of an inch. Ooh, it worked. It worked. I lowered my chair the right way and I won that. That may be one of my better and cleaner Nova takedowns. All right. Let's take a look at the poll over here. So we've got, we got a no, which I'm guessing was Wooby. And then still leading with yes to both. I think we'll get one more vote in there. If we can get one more vote, I will end it. The cool thing, though, Wooby, is I did take him to rank 3. But I still have the resources to take Bastion to rank 3. Then I'll be out of resources for it. Bee Gees is okay. 2 and 1 today. Or 1 and 2, sorry. So, yeah, it's not terrible. I'm happy with where I'm at for the season. This is just now fun. The difference between Quantum and Mysterium finish to me is not, it is what it is. I mean, I'm not going to sweat it either way. You know, if we finish Mysterium, great. If we finish Quantum, great. It's more solo and alliance points. That's all I'm going for. Yeah, it's a few trophy tokens. At this point, this may be one of my last Battleground streams on this account. So we'll go over to the mini and start playing on there. I waited too long last season on the mini account to get it up into Gladiator Circuit. I tried to do it really the night before and the morning of the end, so Tuesday night and into Wednesday morning. It just wasn't enough time. I fell a couple wins short. Okay. Now see, I'm going to put them down here. Just because. I know he's got a counter. But maybe I can get him to hold on to that counter and not have to use them. Okay, so he went Red Skull. I'm going to go... Let's go Hulk. I don't foresee him having any trouble there. Wasn't thinking about that Silk when I originally put him down there. I should have gone with Nova, but it's all right. This fight's a minute. If I don't screw up the special 2 and dashing in, that I could do. So we're going to try it here. Nope, screwed it up. I didn't know when to dash. That's right. He still had this unstoppable up. Great. Well, it's quicker this way. Oh, no, it's not, because I don't have the charges. Okay, yeah, I obviously don't know when to dash on that. I don't care, just kill me. That's a mess up. Okay, that'll take some practice. I need to figure out when to dash. I shouldn't have done that. Should have saved that for Domino. But we may try a Zola on Domino. There'll be a fun one. I don't know who I'll use in round 3. If there is a round 3. And I didn't select a pre-fight, because I'm going to fight this more conventional. And of course the crit fail. The main reason I didn't select a pre-fight was I wasn't sure what her lucky and unlucky would do with heavying against the wall. And I'm going to go to special 3 here now. And I'm going to throw it when she's not lucky, just to make sure that Okay, you little witch. I should have done the power lock too. Still learning Zola. Okay, we'll bait one more special. We'll throw our special 3, get up full health, and she's not going down. Yeah, he doesn't work. I had to try something. He worked well enough. Worked well enough. It was tempting. He hit into her right at the start. Guarantee you that's what happened there. Oh, there we go. Yep. No, I don't know. It lasted 60 seconds. So he just got behind there and she was hitting him and she was getting the Furies. That's all it takes. Lose 2, win 2. Somebody bring some warm weather to North Carolina. I want some 60s. I want it to be like 63 to 67, somewhere in that range. And a nice breeze, sunshine out. Would be great. Haven't seen it in a long time. We had one day of it. No, not kinda. Yeah, Titania can be tricky on defense this meta. She can be. She can also be fairly easy to take out. It all depends on the very start of that fight. Thought about banning that Sunspot for a minute, but I didn't. It will make me not want to put down that Atuma, though. We're going to try it. I keep going back to this well, and sooner or later, it's got to work. Sooner or later, it's got to work. By the way, if you ever have an arcade boss in AW use box, I easily one-shot. Cool. I'll have to keep that in mind. I probably wouldn't bring my box. I'd have somebody who had a rank 3 box. But you know what? Let's go here first. We might as well throw that out there. He'll throw the pig. He'll finish it in 30-some seconds. She'll give him, 3 knockdowns. She'll throw a special one, give him 3 knockdowns again, and it'll be all over. I really thought maybe about doing Juggy there. R4 arcade with an R2 box on it. Okay. Kind of thought about maybe going Juggy here because this is just a rank 2. I think one special 2 would probably do it. I'm not going to try the special 2 again because I'm going to screw it up. So we'll just do that. Now we can do this and be out of that fight. I'm going to have to look at the special 2 on when to dex in. I am the world's worst at dexing in on specials, though, or charging in on specials. Oh, he went with Sunspot there. Wow. I just noticed that. Well, you know what? That will either be a very quick fight on his part or a very painful fight. And once upon a time with Chavez on this fight, I could do this quick. My ability to do this fight quickly has evaporated. Thought he was for sure was going for a special 1 right there. Now we just do 3 hit heavies. Keep the power off. This should. What? Oh, I threw 2 of the same special in a row. And then I missed a... When? That was so good until it wasn't. It wouldn't have mattered anyway. It wasn't going to be quick enough. That fight was good until it wasn't. Hey, what's up?
I'm still down.
Okay. All right, sorry about that. My wife was bringing the puppy in here and giving me my marching orders for the dog. There we go. Hey, show, what's going on? See, they'll gradually make BG. Yeah. I knew they were coming. They just weren't communicating out there. There we go. Look at that. We're over 200 points. Oh, right. Didn't know if that was going to work out or not. He had the best counter out there, but that's a fight that can go south really quick if you miss a dex on the Jack versus Onslaught. So, yeah, very pleased with that. I thought for a second there when I had that power sting on, I was going to have some issues. But fortunately, didn't gain a lot of spider nonsense. So far, the rank up hasn't helped me. It hasn't. Well, no, I did win one match with him, unawakened. Oh, speaking of which, we're at 35 votes. We'll go ahead and end that so everybody can see. No votes for Just Awaken. We did take him to R3, so now we have to decide. Most people said to awaken him. I'm kind of leaning that way. I will probably use my tech gem on Zola and my generic gem on Bastion. Can't think of any other reason not to. Yeah, give me... I want to do one more match. Let's see if we can bump up a few more points. This is kind of either win or lose for Mysterium here, I think. I've got a tech gem and I've got a generic. And I will be getting Bastion, which will be a tech champion, so... Win or lose to end in Mysterium is my guess. Doesn't matter. Photon's not the greatest matchup. Seeing as they just nerfed her for it. I hate calling that a nerf. They fixed her. Okay, this is tricky here. I think we're going to go him. Her. Her. Okay, no one banned Medusa. He banned my Onslaught. That's Silk. Well, daggone it. If it's going to give it to me, I'm going to take it. It keeps putting them out there. I don't know how this one's going to go. I don't feel good. I want him to use that Silk. That Silk will destroy Hulk, but I'm hoping... Yeah, I don't have anybody for a Serpent either. I kind of meant to trigger that. Dude. You were ultra aggressive at the start. Come on. Oh my gosh. Really? Okay. You really sometimes cannot make up how passive the AI gets. I think I lose because of that stupidity at the beginning. Oh, he's aggressive when he has the tranquilize debuff on there. And passive. So stupid. This game is dumb. Well, shouldn't have gone. Should have stayed over 200 points. Just have to hope my Medusa holds serve. Okay. Now he's got to place first. I Rintra whoever he puts down. Got to play fairly aggressive at the start to get Medusa to throw a special 1. Then I counter it. And then I should be okay. Yeah, I'm going to place Hulk on D. Okay, Rincher starts off unstoppable. If he does the fight right, he wins. I mean, there's no way I can go quicker than he does. If I can't get this guy back to the corner, it's a moot point. Stupid inexorable. Gosh, dang it. I can't push him back. GG's. This is over. And then I finally get him back there, and he wants to hit into my block. Yeah, he did it right anyway. Damn. You think Thanos for Serpent would have been better? Possibly. Thanos is good for everything, I guess. Oh, we got to try one more now, Mike. Sorry. I know you're ready for a friendly. We'll do a friendly before I'm done. Let's see if I can drop 2 in a row and just really just say the heck with it. Yeah, probably. No, the one that caught me on that was that. Do some different bands this time. Kabam announced they're updating. Well, they said they were looking into things. They did not say they were updating it. Don't get ahead of yourself quite yet. They put out a forum post and a Discord, just basically saying they've heard all the complaints and they're looking into it. Oh, it did hit me. Can't believe that special 2 hit me. That special 2. I finished full yellow. Okay, this is a win. I just have to not die right away. Okay. Who do we put down here? I'm going to put down Dust. Do I put down Dust or do I put down Korg? I think I want him to go with Maestro on attack. Okay. I really thought he was going to go Maestro against it. I know why he did this. Because of the debuffs. Oh, come on, quit getting hit. Probably should go special 3. If I could go more than 2 minutes without getting hit. so I can get the gem so I can throw a special 2. Oh, it got pushed too far. I think I think I lose because of that special 3 right there. That needed to be a special 2. Dumb game. Maybe I should have gone dust there. I think dust would have been quicker. Come on, what are you doing? Okay, I got to end on a win before I can do a friendly there, Mike. I was really hoping he was going to Thanos that Korg. That would have left me jugs against either Shathra or Crossbones. Crossbones would have been tricky but doable. Just needed to get him to 1 special. Yeah, I'm starting to hit that spot where I'm just getting frustrated. I should stop. My drafts, I mean, that's what's, I guess, more frustrating than anything. My drafts have not been good at all. Jesus Christ. I'm going to throw this. Not in a, I'm going to fight it out, but all the tech champs I have in my deck, I did get 2 of them. I got Arcade, and why did I do that? That was pointless at that point. All you had to do was put down Serpent, and it was over. Okay. Let's focus up here, because that's 3 in a row. like to gain back up over 200 points. We may have to do one. Heinz? Go away. You're not supposed to be in here right now. You're not supposed to do this to me. I'm struggling. You're supposed to be doing something entirely different right at the moment. Not coming in here and prolonging my agony. Do you understand that, Heinz? Do you know what I'm saying to you? Why for would you do this to me? Getting shot in the back here by alliance mates. I love it. Oh, the heck with it.
I'm sorry. No, 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 no. Why?
I pull 2 defenders. He gets 2 good counters. Okay. All right, let's see where we go from here. Start there. Dazzler is a good play against Photon because her dodge, you can actually dodge her special one when she is in pure light form. Oh, why didn't I counter that? Why did I not counter that? And that's over now. I don't know what I was thinking right there. I really do not know what I was thinking. This is the least aggressive Weapon X I think I've ever fought. Well, we make it 4 in a row. The stream was good for a little while. Oh, good gosh. This will be tricky. I just want to try it. I got to try it. What the heck good is Intimidate? What the heck good is Intimidate? I don't understand it. We won it, but what the heck good is Intimidate? I mean, really. If they're just going to throw specials through it. That just bothers me. That is one, I don't know what that debuff exists for. I know it's just a percentage, but still. Oh, that was nice. No parry to start us off, huh? Almost got me. And here we go. Now I can't throw another special one right away. We've got to bait out his special. Because he would go unstoppable if we did. And this is a loss because Dust has already taken care of Korg. So we're going to try something here. A little cheese. Ah!
This is the worst.
Run one more. Win or lose. I don't understand that whole intimidate. I won the round, which is fine, but that is a stupid debuff. Hey, GG Heinz. Yeah, I'm just on a little bit of a tilt, and you made it worse. Pig. The stream started off well. Well, I lost first two, then I came back and I won a bunch in a row. And now I've lost a bunch in a row. I am in North Carolina. I'm assuming by Nova you mean Northern Virginia. That's a rank 4 Chavez. I meant to mention that when I saw the draft, but wasn't going to ban it. Probably should have. Wasn't going to. Fine. Nah, I just pull for sports teams in your neck of the woods. Damn. I want that Okoye, but he's got no one to use it on. And I'm not... In another draft, I need to get a Mystic. I may need to use a reroll if he goes for that Serpent. Because I'm getting nothing. I mean, that's 4 Science Champions. I need to look back at this draft. I think I've got 6 Mystic Champions in my deck. I don't recall one of them coming up in the draft. But every Science Champion I've got in my deck is sure as heck in my hand right now. Okay, let's throw this. Because I think that Chavez takes that Nova in 27 seconds. And yes, I went kind of crazy there. What the was that? I love that you let me get back to the corner. I hate this game. I'm really hating it right now. I mean, this was a throw round anyway, but still. Give me some frickin' spacing here, you frickin' mustached fool. I don't know why I didn't have grid on me the last time.
Brian, look what I won. Wow, what'd you win that for? For having the best pig in the competition.
Oh, that's an all-time one right there.
God. Yes, he's something, isn't he? Are those fists? Damn right. Show him, pig.
Okay. Thanos, you want to throw specials all the damn time? Here's your chance. Yeah, I don't think the rest of this is going to work out. Oh, come on. What is this with the walk-up lights? He just... Yeah, I had to save Silk in case of the last round. I guess I had Titania too. Alrighty, folks, that's going to do it for me. I'm going to end on a loss. That's 5. I can't do any more. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to probably be streaming BGs on this account since I've now trashed my standing. And we will try to climb back from the nice little tilt that we took just now. So let's see here. Yeah, I typically don't like ending on a loss, but that is just terrible. Let's go raid Enzo. There's a link for Enzo's stream. Go say hi for me. Until tomorrow, folks, everybody have a good one. Take care. Guess we'll let that play out for half a second. And then we'll do this.